Greetings to everyone. My name is Pratap. I am the founder of NeoApp Technologies Private Limited, Hyderabad. We have started this company in the year 2008. I am a specialist in Java and .NET, object-oriented programming. I have addressed over 50,000 students in last 8 years after I started NeoApp Technologies. I am the only one trainer in India providing real-time project training using Java and .NET. And this training is as in CMMI companies project execution model. CMMI companies are nothing but the top companies in India. And the main goal of this training program is to bring 2 to 3 years of experience knowledge to a fresher. When you have such kind of skills, it's very easy to get the job. And people having 0 year experience and 1 year gap, 2 year gap, up to 3 years gap after completing their academics, they did this project training program and they got benefited and they were able to secure good jobs after completing this training program. So I'm a specialist in this area also. And when it comes to my technical profile, I'm having a total of 18 years software development experience. And during my experience, I played different roles like software engineer, senior systems engineer, module leader, project manager, architect. These are all the several roles I played when I worked in the industry. And during my 18 years experience, 8.5 years I worked with Wipro Technologies. And also I worked with some of the top customers in the world. I'm having complete understanding on CMMI process. I handled development projects, maintenance projects, and testing projects. I'm also a senior interview panelist. I conducted several interviews when I worked in the industry. I also received several awards during my work, including the most prestigious award called Trailblazer Award when I worked with Wipro Technologies. And every year they select a few projects and they give this award at Wipro Technologies. When it comes to our technical seminar, I'm going to focus on what is an object, what is the meaning of object-oriented programming. These are the two areas I'm going to cover during this technical seminar. I'm not going to teach you as per the textbook orientation or theoretical orientation. I always prefer practical orientation. Learning the subject theoretical orientation is totally different from practical orientation. So industry never prefers theoretical orientation. Industry always prefers the candidates having practical orientation. So let me start my discussion with the object. When I ask the question, what is an object? Many beginners, they used to provide the answer, object is a real-time entity. Object is a physical representation of a class. These are the two different answers I have seen from many beginners. In return, when I ask the question, what is the meaning of a real-time entity? What is the meaning of an instance? We don't get much response from the beginners. So here, understanding the real meaning is more important. The word object is very simple and easy to understand. Just to translate the word object into your mother tongue, you get the meaning of object. So object, in Hindi we say cheese, in Telugu we say vastuvu, in simple English we say a physical representation. So object means a physical representation. Any physical representation can be called as object. For example, look into this chair. This chair is a physical representation. That's why it is called as an object. The fan is a physical representation, so it is called as an object. This building is a physical representation, so it is called as an object. Like that, any physical representation is an example to the object. And to make you understand the word object in a better way, I have categorized objects into three different categories. This is at the basic level or beginner's level, and at advanced level, even we can do more categorization, but that kind of categorization is not required at our experience level. So to start with, let us understand what are these three categories. Any object in this world, either it can be represented as a solid form. This bench is in the solid form. It can be represented as a liquid form. The water is an example for the representation of the liquid form. Air, the one we are smoking every day, the oxygen, air, is a gas form. This is the third representation. So any object in this world can comes under any of these categories. So let us understand what exactly the meaning of object-oriented programming. Before we get into this, I hope now most of you got understanding about the word object. In short, object is a physical representation. Then what is object-oriented programming? So during my regular classroom sessions, I explain the techniques for identifying the objects. I also make you do some exercises to get perfection about the understanding of the word object. After completing both the activities, almost every student agrees everything in this world is an object. Wherever you go, you can see objects. Whatever the work you do, in that work, objects are involved. I repeat, whatever the work you do, in that work, objects are involved. That means we do work by making use of objects. Without making use of objects, we cannot complete any work. So one has to understand this point, because object-oriented programming has been developed based on this statement. I repeat the statement again. By making use of the objects, we can perform the activities. Activity means work. Okay, then what about object-oriented programming? Object-oriented programming means operating the objects with the help of the programs. Operating the objects with the help of the programs. Now a question arises, who operate the objects? It's not we, it is the machine. The machine is going to operate the objects instead of us. When machine wants to operate the objects, how it can operate the objects? For that, we need to develop the programs. What programs are going to do? Programs are giving instructions to the machine. What kind of instructions? These instructions tells the machine how to operate the objects so that the activities can be completed. So that is the way you develop the program. Such kind of program is called as object-oriented programming. I repeat again, object-oriented programming means a machine should operate the objects with the help of the programs we are developing by using Java or .NET or C++. Why I am saying Java, .NET, C++? All these three languages are object-oriented programming languages. Using Java, you can develop the programs for operating the objects. Using C#.NET, you can develop the programs for operating the objects. Even by using C++, you can develop the programs for operating the objects. The differences among these languages are few syntactical differences, but the concepts are same. When I say explain object-oriented programming, Most of the beginners does not give this particular answer what you are seeing on the screen. When I asked this question, many people in the interview, they answered object-oriented programming means encapsulation, abstraction, polymorphism, inheritance. These are the answers they used to provide. But please remember, I didn't ask the question, what are the principles in object-oriented programming? I just asked the question, what is object-oriented programming? From now onwards, if anybody asks, what is object-oriented programming? You must provide this answer. Operating the objects with the help of the programs. Or you can also say even more elaborated explanation. A machine should operate the objects according to the instructions generated from our program. This is a very simple and easy definition. Just recall the few examples I told you about the objects in my earlier slides. For example, the child, the fan, the building, water, bench. All these objects you have seen, are they real-time objects or software objects? Yeah, your answer is they are all real-time objects. Now is the time to focus. What is this concept software objects? Why should we introduce the concept software objects when already real-time objects are existing? If there are no software objects, what will happen? Especially you should understand what is the difference between a real-time object and software object. What is the relationship between real-time object and software object? Without software objects, what kind of problems we face? You must get answers to all these questions. Then only you can do a very good Java or .NET programming. But unfortunately, the textbooks are not focusing on this area, and many beginners are not focusing on this area. This is one of the reasons why many students are not getting a good subject after learning your Java or .NET. So what is a software object? How it is different from the real-time object? All such kind of questions let us discuss during our regular classroom sessions. Because this particular seminar is limited to understanding the basic concept about the word object and understanding the basic concept about what exactly object-oriented programming. So the rest of the discussion, let's continue in our regular sessions. So before closing this session, so let me tell you a few things about NeoApp technologies and the activities we are doing and the location of the NeoApp technologies. So NeoApp, not only we provided training in Java, .NET real-time project training, Java, .NET object-oriented programming training, and the complete Java training, core Java and advanced Java training. Apart from that, we conducted several sessions and we conducted several events. And here you are seeing IT Entrepreneurs Meet hosted by NeoApp. So we gathered a good number of IT companies and conducted an event, participated in Java Technical Fest, gave several seminars at different engineering colleges, and also I received several awards or mementos from the colleges due to my technical seminars presented at different engineering colleges. Also, we conducted a few sessions for senior people in the industry, for the managers, project managers, and architects. We conducted the programs. Even I conducted several workshops for object-oriented programming using Java and .NET. A huge crowd attended these sessions. And real-time project training, we are doing the project development. And we also completed a product called National Stock Exchange Integration. This product is developed by the freshers like you guys as part of this real-time project training, and we have released this project to the market. So during the release time, this diagram is representing. And I conducted several software development lifecycle workshops at NeoApp, and we conduct assessment test before we send the guys to the interviews. Any company, when they visit NeoApp campus, first we shortlist the candidates by conducting the assessment test, and whoever is qualified in the assessment test, we will be forwarding the resumes to the companies. And this is the roadmap how you can reach NeoApp Technologies. We located near to Amirpat. From Amirpat, Hoda Maitrivanam signals. If you are moving towards SR Nagar direction, the second left immediately after Hoda Maitrivanam on the main road. So this is Hoda Maitrivanam signals crossroads. After that, this is the first left, and then second left. If you take the second left, the left side, fourth building. This is the first building. There is a house, second building. There is a hospital, WeCare Hospital, third building. And besides WeCare Hospital, you can see NeoApp Technologies on the first floor. This is exactly opposite to South Indian Bank. So by following this roadmap, you can easily reach NeoApp Technologies. And thank you all for watching my video and understand how we are teaching the subject Java or .NET or object-oriented programming concepts, or even the real-time project training with industry orientation. I hope you enjoyed this session. Definitely the points you have learned from this session will you will be getting benefited, and you must strengthen your skills by attending my classroom sessions at NeoApp Technologies, so that I make you become a very strong programmer. Thank you all, and thank you once again. Have a good day. Bye-bye.